Hello and good afternoon everyone, it's Farmer Ben speaking. Thank you for joining us. And as you can see, we are in the polytunnel with Spotty and her brand new baby. Here she comes for a little look to see what's going on. So hopefully everyone got the notification that we're going live around 4:30 today. That's normally the time that we go live. It's a good time around the farm, just after feeding time. Things have quietened off in the farm park for the day, so it normally gives us a little half hour or a golden 45 minutes that we can come live and give everyone an update. Hello, this is the closest you've got yet. Are you getting used to us? Yes. So yeah, it gives us a golden half hour, 45 minutes to come on and update everyone. So if you are just tuning in for the first time, or you're catching up for the first time and watching our videos, welcome to the stream. Everyone is sending in so many stars, so thank you everyone for that. So today we've got some vet updates for you. We have to go over how our little baby's getting on. We've got some updates on Sadie. We'll have another look at her. We've never had a close inspection of her in a couple of days, so hopefully we'll maybe get some clues, you never know. Of course, little Daisy May, our world famous donkey, kindly voted on by you guys. And yeah, I'll answer some questions and we'll hang out and have a good time. And there's already a stars party in the stream, so thank you again everyone for all your support. Elaine sent 2,500 stars. Elaine, you're always so generous to stream, so thank you so much for that. And everyone who's sent stars so far. Jim sent 200, Deborah sent 50. There's loads of them coming through, so I'll shout as many of you out as I can. So yes, little baby is doing fine. And for those of you who are wondering what this is, this little shoelace looking device, I believe that is baby's first poo. And yes, it's coming up to dinner time, or it's coming up to your lunchtime maybe, not the most appetising, but it's a funny looking little thing, isn't it? I'm pretty certain that's what it is. It's actually quite hard to see. But they're loving it in here today, in the polytunnel. There's the Twitch cam up there. In the polytunnel, it's so warm today. I always say it's about 2 or 3 degrees warmer at the outside temperature, and outside temperature must be about 20 degrees. So we're about 23 degrees in here today, so it's really comfortable for them. They're chilling out, they're having a good time. And obviously this is why the little, what can we call it? What's a more favourable name for his first poo? This little whoopsie has got stuck onto its leg because it's just so dry in here, it's got stuck on. So the updates are, and whilst everyone's on, how many have we got on? 1,500 so far on. And what an amazing amount of stars are coming through. Crazy, thank you everyone. Thank you for your support. Pat sent 100, Pam sent 200, Jane sent 500, crazy, thank you guys. So I don't think I have revealed what this little baby is yet. Is it a boy or is it a girl? And should we play my favourite game in the world of all time, in history, my favourite game, which is the boy-girl game. I absolutely love playing the boy-girl game. It's so much fun. It's great getting everyone involved. So it's, what time is it? It's 16:41 just now. Let's have a quick 3-minute blast through of likes and loves to guess what the baby is. Is it a boy or is it a girl? I'm pretty sure it's not been revealed yet. And it is just an absolute sweetheart, isn't it? There we go. So, like for boy, love for girl. Get your votes in. You've got 2... Let's see. What have we got? My smashed Apple Watch. Let's say till 1:45. Like for boy, love for girl. What do you think it is? Has there been any giveaways? Have I gave away anything? I don't know. There's plenty of votes coming through. I think everyone knows what this is, you know. I think it's maybe been revealed. Have you revealed it, little one? I know, Spotty, it's okay. Can you hear her talking away to us? What have you got to say today? Is full conversations going on? Sarah, thank you for the 50 stars. Terry says Junebug is a great name for her. What a random name, Junebug. But yeah, isn't it nice to see Spotty with her little baby? And I don't know if a lot of you follow us on TikTok. TikTok is Dalscon Farm. You can just search Dalscon Farm. It's a picture of meerkats, their profile picture. And Connor had made up a really good montage video of Spot from the day she was born and how we looked after her and how we reared her, what she looked like the first time she ever got clipped and got her hair cut, and then through to having this beautiful little baby. So remember, like for boy, love for girl, and it is on TikTok. I'm going to share it on Facebook and YouTube for sure, because it is so lovely. It's actually, Connor said he was getting quite emotional watching it because she's had such a tough time of it. If you're not familiar with the story of Spot, which probably a lot of you haven't been, Spot's mum, when Spot's mum gave birth, it was around October time, and in the winter time they go over to one of our fields with lots of grass and they stay there for the winter. And unfortunately Spot's mum became very ill shortly after going out to the field, and Spot was only little at this point. She became very ill and she actually had a twisted gut. Now, a lot of you'll know what a twisted gut is from when we had Candy, our donkey, developed much the same symptoms. And a twisted gut, for those of you who don't know, is basically it's not healable. You can't. It's a terminal illness basically. It's basically where the intestines twist right over. There's no cause for it that anyone knows of, and it basically creates that knot in there. Nothing can get through it. So, unfortunately, we lost Spot's mum when she was just young, and Spot became an orphan. So Spot, around a month old, was straight onto a bottle. So she got fed sheep's milk, and we bottle fed her. She's Farmer Pete's baby. She's all of our babies, actually. Farmer Connor reared her a lot as well, and she's stayed with us ever since, and she will remain with us for the rest of her life. She's obviously called Spot because of this little one spot that she has on her back. And yeah, she had a really troubled start, a really difficult start in her life. And when you're raising something like a llama on the bottle, you never know how it's going to go. She ended up absolutely loving a bottle, and she was quite easy to bottle feed actually. She stayed with her reindeer at the time. But yeah, the progression and the journey that she's had with us, and the fact that she's a member of a really crucial member of our Dalscon family, it's just lovely that she's managed to get all the way through and get healthy enough to carry a little youngster who is just so amazingly beautiful, isn't she? And what a great job she's done of her. So there's loads of reactions still coming in. So last 30 seconds, like for boy, love for girl. There's loads of love hearts coming in. Don't know if that gives everyone a clue, does it? I think it maybe does. Yeah, loads of reactions coming through, but she's very chilled. So yeah, keep an eye out on that on Facebook later. It's a really good production from Connor. Actually, he's getting the hang of it. So I can exclusively reveal, how many of 5 seconds? I can exclusively reveal. I don't think it's actually a secret anymore. I think all of you know what it is, and it is a little girl. So we have a little girl, and it should be, and it certainly looks like, it is a half alpaca, half llama. So a juarizo is what they call it in South America, or you can call it a lampaca. And I've seen conflicting reports actually on supporters group. We had a little discussion about this last night, of whether this little baby will be able to breed. Now, my understanding was that they can't breed because it's a cross between two species, which is like a mule. So a donkey and a horse, they can't breed. A llama and alpaca, in theory, shouldn't be able to breed. But there's some reports that people have bred with them. So I'm hoping that's the case, because she is absolutely lovely. And yeah, hopefully that's the case and we can get some nice offspring from her. If not, not to worry. We'll keep her as a pet. And as you can see, now obviously Spot has a really prominent spot on her back. As you can see, I don't want to zoom in on her back end for obvious reasons, because she might have had a little whoopsie that stuck to her leg. But let's zoom in here. There we go. Can you see her brown spot just on the end of her tail? So she does have the spot. She's carried on the gene of a spot. Whether that'll get more prominent, I don't know. But she does definitely have the spot. Alva says you just called her a she. Yes, so it is a girl. It is a little girl that we've got. It's a little girl. Beauty would be nice. Yeah, so send in your name suggestions, please. Any name suggestions would be great. I don't know, is there anything that goes with Spot? Could we have something that goes with Spot? Possibly, something that's linked. We managed to get a lovely name for our baby donkey, Daisy May. And here is Daisy May. Here she is. Hello, darling. And she's doing great. Come on, I'll come and see you. Here's Farmer Connor arrived. See, have you any thoughts on the name for the llama?
I see a lot of people have been saying Dot. I quite
Oh,
like
Dot, yeah.
Spot and Dot.
Spot and Dot. Or Dotty.
Yeah, Dotty, yeah.
Dot or Dotty. Potential for them, for the baby. So they're a couple of options. Jenny says poop is something we'll do. That's true. That is true. But it's not something we often like to see on camera, is it? Dave says, no harm in trying to breed her. At the end of the day, at least she's tried. Yeah, we can always try. I'll look into it a wee bit more. But that's always been my assumption, or that's always been what my knowledge of it is, that you can't breed with them. But apparently, people do breed with them. Or certainly the website that was shared in the supporters group last night, they did. So you never know. Debbie Alfred Murray sent in for our new star and sent 1,200 stars. So thank you, Debbie, for that. If she is both, wasn't that crossbred? Why can't she breed then? The reason that she can't breed is because it's two different things. So it's the same as it's the same situation as a donkey and a horse with a mule. So you definitely cannot breed with a mule. It's two different species coming together. It's not like donkey and donkey. Obviously they breed, but it's that crossover makes them infertile. So that's why a lot of people presume that they can't breed. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the first time I've ever heard someone actually breeding with them, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the alpacas and llamas are so closely linked that they will be able to breed. Are you coming to see Connor? And that question was from Laurie. Someone said Junebug. Hilarious name for it. Linnell sent 100 stars. Thank you, Linnell. Dotty for the baby and keeps with the D. What's the D? What other? Oh, Daisy May.
Oh.
Here's little Daisy May. Spotty and Starry. Yeah, there's a lot of names coming through actually. Watching from Albertville, Alabama. Hi, April. Love watching your farming animals. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening all. Ruth is watching from Wales. So, little Daisy May is doing fantastic. She's a little character already. She's loving attention. She loves people. Obviously, from when she's... Basically, from the day she was born, she's always had people around her. So, to her, people are totally normal. You get donkeys that are born on farms, I guess, all around the country. They're not seeing people that often, so people become strangers to them. But the benefit that we have here is that our babies are born already in the eyes of the public, so they're seeing them every single day, so it's just a normal thing. So that's why they end up like dogs. That's why they're so petted, like Annie, although Annie was raised in the bottle, so slightly different. So that's why they end up so friendly. And I was saying it earlier on, see, what's the chances that Annie would just go, she was raised in the bottle,
yeah, I know.
and then Spot just goes and she was raised in the bottle as well. And we have never raised a llama on a bottle before. And Spotty is the first one.
Yeah.
Donkeys, I think Annie, we had one that we raised for a few weeks in the bottle. And then Annie for the entirety of her life was raised in the bottle. So it just so happens both of our bottle-fed darlings are in here, in the shed with us, both giving birth at the same time. So what a fantastic kind of, I guess, achievement. Like, self-praise is no honour, as my dad always says, but what a great achievement that they've, for even themselves, they've been little fighters and have been able to pull through and actually produce such, I mean, you couldn't get any nicer offspring, could you? Just absolutely wonderful.
It's like a giant cloud.
It does look like a cloud. Ah! Annie's biting my leg. She's like, you're saying nice things about me and I'm not happy about that. Where are you, Annie? So we have some supporters visiting us today. Who have we got? We've got Kerry. We've got Keely. There we go. The tequila thing's throwing me. I keep forgetting because of the tequila thing. You should never have said it. So Farmer Pete, when Keely first came in, said, what was it he said? Keela. And I was like, oh yeah, tequila. And now all I think is tequila, and I'm like, oh, come on, I need to get out of my head. We've got Francesca and her husband. What's your name, sir? Simon. And I love your t-shirts. Wonderful. Yeah, I know. I was going to say it's so warm for a hoodie, but they look great. They look fantastic. So it's lovely to have our supporters here as well. Kerry's all the way, and Keely are all the way from Alaska. Eagle River. That's right. So from far afield. So it's great that everyone's coming to visit us and say hello. So they're spending a few days here. They're here in Britain until, I think it's end of July, Kerry said. So they're having a right good holiday. She should be called Splodge. No, it's not a splodge though on her butt, is it? It's a little dot kind of. If it was just like a patch, I guess you could say splodge, but it's like a dot, I think. So we'll do another little update on. Oh, we need to do Sadie before I move on, and then we're going to see Wonky. I know everyone loves Wonky. Oh, there's social media Ellis heading off. I think she was just catching up on what's going on. There she goes, way down the hill. She's away to keep an eye on the comments, probably. Right, let's have a look at Sadie. Now, it wouldn't be Dulscone live at the moment without checking Sadie's back end, would it? Let me have a look. Can you have a look? There's not much there, darling, is there, at the minute? There's not much there, no. I was hoping to see a big bag underneath there. Not that a donkey gets a massive bag, but you can see them when they start to get a lot of milk that you're ready to drop. You see that bag forming, but I'm still seeing nothing. Were you? Let me know if you see anything, but I didn't see much there. It's a smudge, Patty says. Apparently I'm wrong, it's a smudge. So here we go with some carrots. Right, this is what Spotty done all her life. So cat.
Doesn't actually seem too frustrating.
Is she not?
No.
Maybe it's flung her a little bit having her baby. She's maybe just not settled right down yet. But Spotty all her life has always had carrots. That was her thing. Because the reindeers, she grew up with a reindeer. It's funnily enough named Spot as well. And because the reindeer always got carrots, Spot always wanted a carrot. So she's the queen of eating a carrot. But she's not too fussed just now. I think there's too much going on. So yeah, back to Sadie. Everything seems as it should. Everything's fine. Sadie's perfectly healthy. There's no worries at all just now. It's just a waiting game. We're going to introduce them in with Annie and Daisy May. And by the way, guys, the vote for Daisy May was crazy. 4,000 comments or 4,000 votes. Insane. Absolutely brilliant. So thank you everyone for all your votes and your contributions. It's great to name our animals when so many people have an input, isn't it, See? It's really nice. It makes it something extra special. And what a lovely name, Daisy May. She looks like a little Daisy May, do you not think? Look at those big set of ears. She's lovely. I was just telling everyone, see, about your TikTok that you put on.
Yeah, the story of the Spot here.
The story of Spot from start to finish.
I feel like it's a really good one.
It was. I was saying it's quite emotional.
I definitely wasn't crying. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, definitely not. But it's like a proud parent, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know, you've brought her up from just a tiny little baby up to this point now, and look how proud she's standing.
Yeah, definitely.
She's so happy.
Such a good mum as well, which is nice to see considering she was raised off the bottle.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just nature took over, and just straight away she just took it, just right away. She was delighted to have her little baby. So, doesn't that make our life a little bit easier?
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't it? I mean, for goodness sake. Right, we're going to see Wonky now, so bear with us everyone. We want to update you on Wonky, and it looks like there's a lot of goats in her pen. Connor's getting asked to do something, he's got a job. A little darling. So we just come in and just always just working away with them, just a little stroke, because llamas and alpacas are quite, well, llamas more as alpacas actually, just by their nature are quite standoffish. They're not too fussed on being petted a whole load. Even Spotty when she was raised in the bottle, and she is still quite I don't know what's up with her today. She's just not too settled. They're not too fussed on getting a real good stroke round about their head. You know, like you do with a dog or the donkeys, and you stroke their head and stuff. Llamas absolutely hate that. They prefer their neck done, a stroke around their neck, but they like their own space basically. So you just kind of go in, always just a little stroke as you're passing by, just to get used to them. It's them used to you, especially when they're so young. Right, who's in here that shouldn't be? Is this Biter? You no bite. No? You bite, Ben? No. She's not biting anymore, see. I think she's lost her edge. No, I'm not sure. She's getting her ears back, though. It looks like she's ready to pounce. You no bite. Look, no. Oh! Yeah. Look, let me stroke you. I'm being nice. Oh, she's so mad. Right, come on out. Come on out. Come on, that's enough. You're being silly. Come on, out. Good girl. I thought she was going to be completely fine there, and then she decided no, actually. Not about this. There's Ace and Spade. That's Biter's babies. That's her fault. Them following her. Look, she shouted them through. Oh, one's fell over. She's shouting them through to come and get a little feed. She's yelling at me. Like, she's so mad. Honestly, you can't go anywhere near her, otherwise she's after you. Dot is a lovely little Juarizo name. I love that name, Juarizo. Sounds so like Mexican, doesn't it? Shirley Snook, what's happened? Send another comment and I'll read it out if I missed your comment. Sorry about that. Okay, so Little Wonky. Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments there. Little Wonky's sister. See, what's Little Wonky's sister's name? We didn't decide, did we? It was. Was it Winky?
I really hope not.
No, was that the suggestion? Willy Wonky and his chocolate factory. No, we can't call it Winky, unfortunately. It's not getting called Winky. It's a little girl, isn't it? Yeah. We're needing to set something in stone. Have we got any other suggestions for it?
It's a boy.
No, I'm sure it's a little girl. That's a little girl, I'm sure. Yes.
Wonky and Wanda.
Wanda, yeah, there was a lot of Wandas.
I like Wanda.
Is that not that superhero, that guy? What does he do? His thing? His sign? Lewis Hamilton used to do it all the time. No, he does a sign, like something like that. Oh, right. So I just completely stumbled upon the wrong name there and got it right. Okay.
Well, Wanda's good.
Apologies for that. Around 2,100 people watching my blunders right now. See, I got it right, see?
Sorry, yeah, so what he's talking about, yeah, that was Wanda.
Yeah, that was correct, yeah. Okay, thank you. Right. Let me see, little one. So here we go. What I'm still wanting to see with Wonky, although there is a absolutely massive difference, and it is looking so much better, aren't you, Wonky? The only thing that I'd like to see is just a little bit more strength, especially around the ankle.
Yeah.
Because it has a tendency to just fold over slightly when she's walking. I just like a little bit more structure to that ankle, just to allow her to wander around more freely. Come on then, go for a little wander and let everyone see you. Because remember, her leg is always going to be, considering what it was, it's very good, but her leg is always going to be slightly offset. It's a natural birth defect. Her ear's actually the same. Can you see her ear? It's slightly misshapen. She's having an itch of it. Wait till she's done. No, it doesn't know what it's doing. It's having it like a lollipop, isn't it? So here she comes. Come on then. You come over here. You come to Ben. That's it. Come on. So see her legs just slightly turned in? It's just this ankle. I want that turned up so it's sitting straight like that. That's what we want. Oh, she's getting mad. Come on then. So she's still walking on it. She's still getting around okay. She's a very clever girl. The fact that she's even got this far, I think a lot of people would have wrote her off. I know it was touch and go for a while, wasn't it? Especially when it was really swollen like it was. No, she wasn't using it whatsoever. She wasn't keen to use it. Oh, she's liking this. Look at that. Look at her face. She's so happy. And for those of you who are wondering, it doesn't hurt her whatsoever. This is normal to her now. The way that her leg is completely normal. There's no problems. There's no pain. It's just the fact that it's slightly disfigured, and it doesn't work as it should. So yeah, we just need a little bit more structure in there, a little bit more strength, and we should be hopefully on the road to recovery. That might come as she uses it more. Remember, she's not used it for a long time, so even like the tendons, the ligaments, everything in that joint, they're probably not going to be as strong as what they really should be. So as time goes on, hopefully she'll keep improving with that, and that should see her through. I'm so much more happy with her just now than what I was before. So yeah, it's all good. Can you give Wonky an ankle brace? The problem with giving her an ankle brace is it starts to artificially give it a little bit of strength. Obviously, that's what it's there for. We need to give her the chance. I don't know how you'd even brace that, to be honest, but we need to give her the chance to actually naturally use that, because she's starting to naturally use it now. So if she can start using it herself, that's going to be far better than kind of putting it in the same place. And you know what happened last time we put a brace on? It swole up really bad. So I'm very against trying to tie anything onto her leg at the minute, or at all. It's just too risky. If it swells up again, I don't think it's going to heal. So she's happy and healthy at the minute. She's using her leg. She's starting to use it. I don't think we should tamper with it. In theory, yes, you could put a brace on it. If we tie something onto her leg and it swells up like it did before, I think that's curtains for her. I don't think she would heal from that. It's just a miracle that she's actually got to this stage. So, no, I don't think we should put on anything on it at the minute, is where I'm trying to get to. Sherry Morales is a follower and says, "Hello, love your shows. I'm from Morgantown, Kentucky, USA." Hello, Sherry, and thank you for watching. And also, whilst everyone's on the stream, 2,100 people at the minute, if you'd be so kind to put a like or a share on the stream, that is amazing. The algorithm for Facebook is changing for us now. See, we're going to see your meerkat. Let's do it. It's changing for the better. So we went stagnated for a little bit after lambing time, where we gained around 35,000 followers, I believe. But it's changing with all the shares and likes and comments you're putting on. Facebook's bringing us back into the public eye, which is absolutely amazing. The followers are climbing, and yeah, it's great. We love doing our streams, don't we, see?
We do, definitely.
So we're...
For the road for Sadie first.
Sorry. We can't walk by Sadie and not give her this carrot that's in her hand. That would be horrendous. There.
Delighted.
She is delighted. They do like a carrot, don't they? It's quite stereotypical to give a donkey a carrot, but they absolutely love it. You know best, you've done her proud so far. Thank you, Vicky, that's very kind of you to say. And if I am being completely transparent and totally honest, which is always what I like to be with you guys, I didn't think she was going to make this point. I didn't think she would ever start putting her foot back down on the ground, considering how incredibly swollen it was. I never thought... See, have you got your earphone? You just check we're not going to click out of signal. We've got Wi-Fi in here. I've installed a Wi-Fi router in here. Personally, of course I've not. I've no idea, but I've instructed someone to do it, and it has been done. What is Wonky's mum's name? Wonky's mum is Five Bellies.
Yeah.
Wonky's mum is Five Bellies, and Five Bellies is very famous.
Just take off. I think he's getting...
Hello, guys. So Five Bellies, for those of you who don't know, Five Bellies, last year, for the first... Oh, I see him. Last year, for the first time ever, we had a goat that was pregnant with 5 babies at the same time. She ended up having 3 successfully. Unfortunately, 2 were stillborn, which isn't unusual. I think the chances of her having 5 babies alive were like 1 in 10,000 or something. So she had three perfect babies, and yeah, it was a miracle. So the 5 babies at the same time is something that we've never had before, and I don't know if we'll ever have again, to be honest. But it was great while it lasted. So anyway, I digress. I was reading some comments there, sorry. Tina says, coming on late, but good morning, Farmer Ben and Connor. Good morning, Tina. Debbie says, been praying for Wonky since the beginning. There you go. They have been answered. She is doing really well. So here is Little Mischief. Now, I would like a name for it. See, would you not?
I would love a name for it.
We're needing a couple of names. So we've got Wanda, who is Wonky's sister.
Yeah.
We're needing a name for our Llama, of course, so we'll put a poll on about that. We could do with a little name for Little Mischief Maker here. It's a little girl, isn't it, see?
Yeah, a little girl.
And obviously these are Connor's meerkats. Connor can tell them all apart individually by their faces. How he does that, I don't know, because look how similar they are. But he knows who Mum is. See, where's Mum?
Right here.
This is Mum right here. This is alpha female. Lila, thank you for the 1,200 stars. And where is Mr. Meerkat? Where's Dad? I think I can tell Mr. Meerkat as well. Can't see him yet.
Mr. Meerkat is this little black bit on the end of the tails. He doesn't have it.
Oh, really? I know why that. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's right. He's at your knee right now, looking at you. That's him. So the reason that Mr. Meerkat doesn't have the little black bit on the end of his tail is actually quite a good story. So when we first got our meerkats, we got 2 breeding pairs, didn't we, see? Yeah. Look how much they love Connor. His little squint tail. She's one of our young ones from 2 years ago. And we had 2 breeding females, and we've built our pack up to 11 now, with including our baby. And Mr. Meerkat got excluded from the pack badly. And how badly did he get beat up, see?
Yeah.
It was horrendous, wasn't it?
I was in my workshop for staff room for a whole winter.
A whole winter. I'm going to take this off, and then if you're saying something, then I can put this to you. So Mr. Meerkat was in. He stayed. He was so unwell. He had to go in for an operation at the vets. He had to get his nails removed because he'd got infected, and some of them he'd lost. He had to get the end of his tail amputated, which is why he doesn't have the black bit on the end of his tail. His feet were swollen up like so badly they were almost unrecognisable, and this is all because he got beat up so badly basically from the pack, and he got excluded. So he was on antibiotics for a long time. He stayed in like a parrot cage, didn't he?
Yeah, like a big bird cage.
So obviously he couldn't run about very far because he was really badly injured. And he stayed in a big bird cage for the full winter. He stayed in there while we fed him and tried to get him up to speed. And then when we reintroduced him, we were pretty nervous about it because it's difficult to reintroduce a meerkat into. It's difficult to reintroduce a meerkat back into a pack because it's an outsider basically coming in. But the good news is he managed.
Yeah.
He managed to reintegrate himself.
It wasn't an easy process. We left the bird cage in the pen for a couple of days, and they all worked around him, got the smell,
Had their little tiffs through the bars.
Put them out, not all day, have them in an hour each time, and eventually he just accepted him back in, and now he's the breeder male.
So he's the alpha male. Sorry, I had the microphone the other way. He's actually the alpha male now. So he has reintegrated himself in. Now he's the head of the pack. So he's an amazing guy. He's got his little babies. He can be a bit of a runt sometimes, see, can't he?
Yeah, 100%. Any of these young males act a bit too confident, they'll get put down.
They get taken down a peg. So we had our litter of. So that's Mr. Meerkat and his son. There we go. Where does move your knees? Oh, there he comes wandering around. So active now. So the litter that we had originally was 4. Unfortunately, the mortality rate for meerkats can be quite high. We lost 3 unexpectedly. Were quite devastating, wasn't it? See?
Yeah, definitely. Not a nice one to go through.
No, it was a tough one, wasn't it, for everyone?
I did say when we had 4, I was like, they're not all going to survive.
You did say that in my night. Connor had said from the start, we'll never keep 4 because that's not what happens in the meerkat world. And I'd said, no, we will. I think they're doing quite well. And lo and behold, they've seen something. Oh, they're not happy. Is baby away with them?
Yeah, he's under the rocks.
Oh, here he comes. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's away. He's learning.
When they run, he runs. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he's no idea. So yeah, we started off with 4. We thought they were all going to make it. Everything was going to be totally fine. It was slightly naive, probably. We've ended up with 1. She is doing absolutely brilliant. Should be out of the woods now, we hope, see.
Yeah. Well, a little mistake on my part. They go back in at nights, but they didn't go back in last night. So he spent a full night.
Oh dear Lord, did he?
Yeah, well, they can get back in the shed when he wants.
Can he get back in?
Yeah, he was in today. He came in, I put a couple mealworms in there just to test if he can get it.
Look at him, he's practicing.
Love when he stands up.
Look at his practice. We'll zoom in for a see. Can you zoom in? Oh no, he's away.
Oh, he's away. I went to it again. So.
Hold on. Let me zoom in. Is that not adorable though when he does that? Here he comes.
Oh, his wee noises are hilarious. So he has spent a night with no blocking in, no staying in the shed all night, and he's looking happy about it.
Ellis has some fantastic videos of him.
Amazing videos.
They are so cute that she's got. There we go. Put it in the middle of me and see. Where did he go? I've lost him on my camera.
He's
there we go.
buried under the swarm of meerkats.
So what they're doing here is they like to dig up in the sand, and when they dig the sand, it comes. There's obviously some damp sand underneath, and then they roll about, and that's nice and cool because it is warm today. And believe it or not, you would never think it. Zoom out for us. See, I've lost the picture. Grazie. When they dig in the sand, it comes damp. The cold sand comes through. They like to lie in it. They don't really like the heat, do they? Contrary to what you think, you'd think they would.
They don't like the really warm heat at all. Sometimes when it gets peak summer, I'll take a watering can and soak a bit of sand.
Yeah, they just can't stand it. They just like go. They don't really do anything, do
No,
they?
they just kind of.
They sunbathe with their bellies. Where's he went? He never stands still for a second.
Very active. Look at him try to dig. Like he knows what he's looking for.
Yeah, what you don't have a clue what you're looking for.
Not
Please
yet.
stop. Save your energy. He's learning though. He's
Yeah.
constantly in training. Has he had a mealworm yet?
Yes.
He has.
Yeah, he has. I've got a video of him eating a mealworm.
Do you want to quickly go and get one and see if we can get him to eat one on stream?
Try not to move too fast.
And we've got our Overwatch. So everyone, you'll have to stay tuned, everyone, for the Overwatch. They totally trust Connor, don't they? Yeah, stay tuned for the mealworm. It's just coming in about 10 seconds. They're just running off after Connor, or she is. We're like, where are you going? Where are you going to get us? So yeah, we've got a few videos to post. If you just quickly while Connor's going, if you haven't added us on YouTube, we've got some really good videos on there. We're uploading all of our live videos onto there as well. Obviously, we're always live streaming on Facebook, but if you want to catch up, because I know sometimes catch up's difficult on Facebook, it doesn't want to play. You can catch up on our videos on YouTube. Ellis always uploads them, and Ellis will be watching right now, so Ellis will be able to put this on, or no, she might be away home by now. She will put this on in the morning, so it will go on YouTube in the morning, and our YouTube channel's growing, which is great, so it'd be lovely to see you on there. Is the baby a he or she? The baby is a she. I keep saying he, it's a slip of the tongue, but it is a little girl. And I know everyone laughs at the way that I say girl. It's my accent. Everyone always says girl. Sounds like I'm saying girl, but no, definitely not. It is. I am not saying that. I'm saying girl. R's aren't easy for the Scottish accent, are they, guys? Oh, had a little fall over there. Well, here we go. Here's going to test it. Let's see if he can get in. Can he get in here? There's Mum. This is the entrance to their shed, by the way. Well, let's see. I'd love to see it going in. Up, up. No problem. Good result. Here comes Connor, I think. And we're just going to spread a few mealworms around. I'd love to see it eating a mealworm. I've never seen it eating a mealworm yet. I love when he stands up. It is so cute. Oh, they're quite rough with the baby as well. I think I've explained this before in a previous stream, but I was shocked because they used to have the babies down their holes, and we stopped that. We adjusted their pen so they didn't do that because we couldn't keep an eye on them. They used to have them down their holes, so you didn't really see what they were like in the early stages of birth. They're very excited that Connor's coming mealworms here. And they're very rough with them. They sit on top of them, they all pile on top of it, and you wonder if that's how they lose quite a few. And there's nothing you can do about that. When the meerkat group look after their meerkats, and that's as simple as it gets. We don't interfere with that whatsoever. Watch you standing on him, see?
Yeah, I know.
There he is. Look at the size of him. See that? Bash him right over and just run over the top of him. And that's how Squinttail, who is our young meerkat, got her squint tail. She obviously broke her tail at some stage. There she is. Can you see the squint tail? She obviously broke her tail at some stage when she was younger. Here we go. Here's some. And these mealworms are live, by the way. Live food is so much better for them.
Look, he's actually nudging his way in there. Can you get it?
He's scraping about. He's learning what to do. Here we go. Let's see if he gets one. Look, he's trying to dart about, bless him. I get one. Oh, he's missed it again. Give him another wee one right next to him. Oh, he's so rubbish. There he's got a wee tiny baby on. There we go. He's getting it. He's getting it. Well done. He's doing so well. So are they going in tonight, see?
I'm okay with leaving them out.
I'm not, personally.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I'd rather went in.
Should have done that before I give them the mealworms.
Yeah, no. Because now they're going to be like, oh, I'm stuffed. I'm not going back in for any food.
I have witnessed them going back in the shed, which
Yeah, he just went back in there.
Yeah,
when you were away, he just went along and jumped in. But
that does give me confidence.
it does, but just if he was just slightly bigger, I think it would be a little bit better with it. But he is very, or she is very small. I keep saying this. I keep saying she is very small.
He's nearly at the 5-week mark, which means 3 more weeks and he won't even be feeding off the parents.
So you feed for 8 weeks?
Feed for 8 weeks, yeah.
Has he found any more? I don't think that was a very successful forage for him there, actually.
Like he's
Oh!
desperately looking for more.
He is. He's looking for them everywhere, turning around, but they've gobbled them all up by the time he gets there.
They're obviously wanting more mealworm. I've got some there. You want to put them in?
I think you should put them in. I really do. And then it's nice and safe. It's cooling down now, so it's not warm in there for them.
You know what, I'll hop over.
Oh, are you coming in?
I'll need to take the mealworms in.
Okay. Let's see if we can get them in. They've took off because you made a sudden movement.
Oh, don't worry, they'll come running back.
They'll come running back. He's quite fast, isn't he? When he starts, when he gets a little charge on, he's quite fast.
Super warm day. Check what this one's closed up to. Definitely doesn't need to be there.
It doesn't need to be under the heat ramp today. It's really warm. They're growing. These are our two little pet tortoises. We actually got gifted these. Someone couldn't look after them anymore, so they brought them in here. So of course we looked after them. And this is our new pen. They love it. Right, let's see. Are they in? Oh, they're fighting. Doing a quick head count. Yes, see?
10 are there.
Plus baby.
Baby's not in yet.
Oh, baby's not in?
No.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. He's just too slow to get in. If anything was to happen or any predators came about, he's just too slow to get in there. Here we go. That's him.
Adorable.
Check him out. Or check her out. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep wanting to say him? There he goes. There he's in there. It's all good. He's back in. Connor's going to get that blocked up before they come running out. And they're in a nice dry pen. Protected. Perfect. Phew. I'm glad they're in. And then it just helps me sleep a wee bit better at night, see. Maggie says, is that the bench Farmer Joe built and Farmer Pete and Farmer Connor used to feed Birdie and Missy Blue?
It's getting its use.
Well spotted, Maggie. Oh, Sharon says she forgot we were on. Don't worry, Sharon, you can catch up. You can catch up after we're all. Tortoise is the pronunciation. No, Carol, it's not. It's tortoise.
Surely she means tortoise.
Tortoise.
Can't be any other way to say it.
No, tortoise.
Tortoise.
Tortoise. It's see it. Say it. See.
What would you like me to say? Tortoise
Yes.
or tortoise?
It's not tortoise. It's tortoise, definitely. For sure.
Oh, it is a tortoise.
It is definitely a tortoise. We won't have anything else about it. Right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We've got some clearing up to do. Farmer Pete's obviously away at the minute, so we're clearing up and getting locked up for the night. I'm sure he'll catch up when he reaches his destination. I think he's still travelling at the minute. Yeah, so thanks for joining us. We will be back on, what day are we on? Tuesday. We'll be back on Thursday. Supporters, I will see you tomorrow for more updates. And I'm sure the stream will be seamless for the supporters, see, as it normally is.
Yeah, of course. There'll be no mistakes.
No mistakes.
We should maybe test our new mics.
We should test our new mics.
That goes
Wait,
really well.
yeah, that goes. We've got history of that. So I'd love to see you in the supporters group. If you'd like to join us tomorrow for a supporters stream, that'd be great. Love to see you in there. There's nearly 1,800 supporters now, so it'd be great to have you in the community. We're heading for 2K.
2K,
We can do it.
There's 3 brand new posts on, so it's always being updated.
Yeah,
from
always been updated. Connor's always putting stuff on there.
behind the scenes.
So come in there and say hi, everyone. Birdie is in our trailer. Everything's fine with Birdie. She's been treated for a bit of joint ill. She had a sore leg, and that was a bit of joint ill, so she's been treated for that. And we will update that on. If not, I might be on tomorrow. If not, I will be updating that for sure on Thursday. Won't we see?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So, yeah. Anything else to add?
I was just going to say, please go watch my TikTok.
Yeah. Please go watch.
Please go watch it. Please go like it.
You put a lot of effort into
And
it.
it is a really nice story from where Spot was born to where she is now. So
And I think we should put it on Facebook too.
I think so. I think it's worth it.
It is worth it. It's amazing to see where she's came from. She had such a long journey. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next one.